Morning, children. Hope all are well. Small steps in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. With this positive note, let us move to the next chapter of your English channel. Seher Goes Stargazing. This story is about a little girl, Seher, who is fascinated about the star and heavenly body, like comets. Before starting the chapter, let us learn something about comets. Comets are basically dust snowballs which orbit the sun. They are made of ices such as water, carbon dioxide, and methane mixed with dust. These materials come from time when the solar system was formed. Comets have an icy center surrounded by a large clouds of gas and dust called the coma. The coma is created as the ice in the nucleus was warmed, while the sun and vaporizes. Comets can develop two tails as they travel closer to the sun, a straight gas tail and a curved dust tail. The gas tail is created by the solar wind, pushing gas away from the comet's coma and the pointing straight back from the sun. The dust in the coma is not affected by the magnetic field, but it is vaporized by the sun, heat, and from a curved tail, which followed the comet orbit. Now let us learn about the chapter. On a cold day in November, Seher and her father were heading towards Sariskam, a small wildlife sanctuary near Alwar in Rajasthan. They left Delhi at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and hoped to cover the 175-kilometer distance in about 5 hours. However, they were not going to Sariska to see wild animals. Armed with their stars charts and good telescope, they had set out to look more closely at the Great Whale, a constellation in our galaxy, the Milky Way. They reached a dimly lit lodge located just outside the sanctuary. This was what they wanted because it meant little or no artificial city light would spoil the view of the night sky. Seha set up the telescope and focused it on a cluster of stars. 5 minutes after gazing through her telescope, she gave an excited cry. Dad, look at this. Oh, it is gone. Her father also saw it. You have just seen a comet, Seher. Oh, yes. I remember reading about it in a science magazine. Tell me more about comets, Dad. Seher said. Well, the name comet comes from a Greek word for hair on our head. That was because they look star with fuzzy heads or tails. Whichever way you look at them, they are not really stars and don't have any light of their own. They reflect the light of the sun, just like the moon. If a comet isn't a star, what is it? Asked Seher. You can think of comet as a wall of ice, dust, and small pieces of rock going around the sun. When it goes too close to the sun, the heat melts the ice and great clouds of gas and dust go streaming behind it. This is what appears to be the tail or fuzzy head of the comet. Most people have never seen a comet because they are too far for us to see without powerful telescopes, said her father, who was first discovered and wrote about comets, asked Seher. Children, in this is very interesting chapter. It is based on SST and science. So, an English astronomer by the name of Edmund Halley discovered and first wrote about comets and their movements. Some small comets melt completely and are never seen again. Some big comets reappears many times because only small parts of the ice melts when it comes near the sun. One particular comet that Halley saw was named after him because he calculated correctly that it would reappear every 75 years, and it does. So children, he is the astronomer who found or discovered first comet. So the last time Halley comet came near the sun and the earth was in 1986. Before that it was seen in 1910, long before even your grandparents were born. Both times, people all over the world stood outside at night to see it. The next time it comes near the earth will be in the year 2061. How old will you be then? Seher laughed and thought and said, that will allow me so much more time to learn about stars, I think. I want to be an astronomer and discover new things. Excellent, Seher. In fact, in late 2011, scientists discovered another solar system with 2 suns and as many planets as our system. They have also discovered that Mars has 100 times more water than was thought earlier. The universe is infinite. There is a lot more waiting to the discovered. Maybe you will make next big discovery. So children, this was the reading of this lesson. Now here are some word meanings: constellation, galaxy, lodge, fuzzy and infinite. Infinite, all the meanings they already written in the book. Okay children, so in the here it's children, here we have not completed lesson 5 salted crabs, but if we will get time, surely we will complete at the last. So that chapter is very easy and you can read it. While reading the chapter you can understand easily what it is, how many characters are there, what all are the qualities of different characters, and how they were living together, how they have enjoyed. Okay, so right now we are not completing that chapter, but if we will get time then only we can complete it. So don't get confused, isn't it? So here this lesson 6, okay, here I am giving the explanation of lesson 6. What is the lesson name? The lesson name is Seher Goes Star Gazing. Okay. What is the meaning of star gazing? What it is? Star gazing means to look steadily for a long time, means continuously we are looking something, means it is gazing. Okay. And a star you know very well. Clear? So if we are continuously looking something, means it is gazing. Clear? Stare, look fixedly, means at a time continuously we are looking something or someone, that is gazing. So let's take out your book and open page number 61 and listen very carefully, my dear ones. I know that you all are very sincere. So let us start. Rearrange the letters to discover the names of things related to our universe. But before it, I want to tell you, as the title suggested, name Seher. Seher, am I correct? Seher is the name of a girl. Okay. So, who just want to see the stars? Here, the name of the lesson is Seher Goes Stargazing, and I know you will enjoy this story. This story is based on science and SS3. So, Seher Goes Stargazing means Seher is someone who goes for look after stars. Like you see these jumbo letters, you have to put it into the correct order. So here I am explaining and I am telling you what is the first one. First one is planet. Okay, this is the spelling of planet. You have to arrange it and write it here with a pencil. Second is star. Third is galaxy. Fourth one is moon. And I know that you will see some problem in that. It is comet. Fifth one is comet. Sixth one is sun. It is very easy. Seventh is Milky Way. Okay, maybe might be you have heard this word first time. It is Milky Way. And last and eighth one is satellite. Okay children, I hope you all written and you all have understood. So let's read the story. I am coming to the chapter. Okay. On a cold day in November, Seher and her father were heading towards Sariska, a small wildlife sanctuary near Alwar in Rajasthan. Children, as the line says that there was a cold night, it means in that November month there was a cold night. Okay, obviously the month of November is a cold month. Seher, the character of this story, the main character of this story is Seher. This story also named after Seher and his father. So, what happened children? They both were going to Sariska. Sariska, that is a small wildlife sanctuary. Sanctuary, you know that this you have read in SS3. It means where sanctuary means we can say it is a safe house or it is a place where birds or animals are protected from being hunted. Okay, so it is a safe house, we can say in a very easy way. Correct? And where it is this Sariska? It is near Alwar. There is a place in Rajasthan. Rajasthan is a state. It is very popular state. The capital of Rajasthan is Jaipur, which is known as Pink City. Okay, in SS3 subject you might have learnt about these places. They left Delhi at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and hoped to cover the 175-kilometer distance in about 5 hours. So they left Delhi at 3 p.m. You can see the time. In the 3 p.m. afternoon, they left their house. So you can count the distance at what time they will reach Sariska. Because they hoped and they guessed they will cover 175 kilometers in 5 hours. About 5 hours they can complete this distance. So at what time they will reach? Yes, can you tell me? At 8 o'clock night. At night 8 o'clock they can reach Sariska. Okay. However, they were not going to Sariska to see wildlife. As you see the name, it is a suggested Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary. This is the wildlife sanctuary comes in your mind that Sheher was going to see the animals or wild animals. No, she was not going to see the animals. Her motto was different. What was that? Now I am going to explain you in the next paragraph. Armed with their star charts and good telescope, they had set out to look more closely to the Great Bear, a constellation in our galaxy, the Milky Way. It means Milky Way is a galaxy. Okay, galaxy means a collection of different star system, or it is a group of stars. And here constellation means, I have to explain you constellation in an easy manner, means it's a group of stars that make a pattern in the sky, or you will see that there are different type of stars in the sky and different pattern in the sky. When the stars make a different pattern, so they make of different forms are called the constellation. So here again I am explaining a group of stars that make a pattern in the sky, it is constellation. Okay children, means a group of stars that make a pattern in the sky. Pattern means you know that the different type of size. Okay, so they are coming to they set out the telescope to see the Great Bear, that was the constellation. Okay, here they reached a dimly lit lodge located just outside the sanctuary. This was what they wanted because it meant little or no artificial city light would spoil the view of the night sky. Dimly lit means it is light was very dim, or we can say dull, and lit it is a light. And lodge means a place, and you can say that is a small house of the gate at the park. Okay, lodge, a small house at the gates of a park. You have seen many lodges, I know. Okay children, so the gate of the park place there was a small house. Where was that? That was outside of the wild sanctuary. It is written here, it was located just outside the sanctuary. So here it means they don't want any artificial light. Artificial means lights of tubes, lights of flood, lights of bulbs, and any other type of artificial light they don't want. And other, here I am explaining you, when you are in the dark room, how you will feel when you will see that room is dark. What happened? When you switched on the light, then the room will be lighted, isn't it? You are coming from the dark, and right now you are in the dark room, and as you have switched on the light, then the room will be lighted. So that this is the artificial light. So here they don't want any artificial light. So that what happened? That's why they were set up the telescope, which there was less light. Okay, so set up the telescope and cluster of stars, focused it on cluster of stars. Cluster of stars means group of stars were there, means the stars were together in a different place. 5 minutes. This cluster is used as a collective noun. as herd of cows, herd of elephants, bunch of keys, same as cluster of stars. Okay, this is the collective noun. 5 minutes after gazing through her telescope, she gave an excited cry. Dad, look at this. Oh, it is gone. After 5 minutes, what happened, children? She gave excited cry. You know excited when you are happy and you are amazed. And you will see that is excited cry. Her father also saw it. You have just seen a comet, Seher. What he said? Her father said, because she wanted to see the stars, constellation, great deer, but she saw the comet here. Okay, so her father said, you have just seen a comet. Now, let us take this next paragraph. Here, you have any other words as difficult words, children? Artificial means not natural. Okay, artificial means not natural. Gazing, this I already told you. Stare, look fixedly. Cluster, it is a group of star. Bunch, clump, isn't it? Or no other difficult words in this paragraph. So, you have to underline whatever the difficult words are coming in the paragraphs. Okay? Oh, yes, I remember reading about it in a science magazine. Tell me more about comets, Dad, Seher said. What Seher said? Seher said, you can tell me more about the comets. What are they? How they looks like? She wanted to know through his father. Okay. So, what she saw at the time, she saw a comet, and then her father explained her about the comet. When the name comet comes, well, the name comet comes from a Greek word of hair on the head. That is because they look like a star with fuzzy. Fuzzy, F-U-Z-Z-Y, fuzzy means, what you have to say? Fuzzy means not clear. Okay, it is a hazy. Heads or tails, whichever way you look at them, they are not really stars. So here what happened? Her father is explaining about the comets. What are they? So fuzzy means I already told you, which means unclear, that is hazy, which is not clear, means it is fuzzy. Okay, keep it in your mind. Keep it in your mind. Fuzzy means not clear. Head or tail, whichever you looked at them. Okay, they are not really stars. Now let us see the next line. And don't have any light of their own. They reflects the light of the sun just like the moon. So she wants to use, now you can say that after seeing the comet, she was in a state of mind, in a very confused state of mind. She wants to see the stars, but what she has seen? That actually comet. There are so many questions which were just moving in her mind or head. Okay. So her father told they doesn't have their lights. Okay, sorry. They are not really stars and they don't have their own light. They reflect by the light of the sun. They reflect the light of the sun, just like the moon, as moon also reflects the light of the sun, as comets also reflects the light of the sun. So they don't have any light of their own. If a comet isn't a star, what it is? Asked Seher. What he asked? He asked about if it is not a star, then what it is. Okay, so you can think of a comet as a ball of ice, dust, and small pieces of rock going around the sun. When it gets too close to the sun, the heat melts the ice and great clouds of gas and dust go streaming behind it. This is when appears to be the tail or fuzzy head of the comet. Most people have never seen a comet because they are too far for us to see without powerful telescope, said her father. Here what happened, children? Her father is explaining what is comet. Actually, it is a ball of ice, dust, and small pieces of rock going around the sun. So I hope that you will understand. Means that what was happening here, what will happen there. When it goes too close to the sun, the heat melts the ice and great clouds of gas and dust go streaming behind it. Everything he is explaining about the comet, how they melt, what is the comet, okay, and what is the mixed up, how they have mixed in the solar system, okay, so and how they appears, okay. This is tail means this we can see. What can we say for this? This tail means that tail, thin tail is a mixture of gas. Okay. So here he explained very well about the comets to say her how we can say, how we can see it, what type of thing we can use to see it, because it is very far for us. Without telescope we can't see. Okay. Now let us move to the next paragraph. So, who first discovered and wrote about comets? Asked Seher. What was the question she asked to her father? Who first discovered and wrote about comets? He is asking who discovered the first comet and who has written about the comets. So, who was he? An English astronomer by the name of Edmund Halley discovered the first wrote about comets and their movements. Who wrote it? Edmund Halley. And he only discovered this comet. So some small comets melt completely and are never seen again. Some already melted in the gas itself. Okay, but some big comets reappear many times because only a small parts of ice melts when it comes near the sun. So some big comets reappears means we can see it again many times because only small parts of ice melts when it comes near the sun. Means they are not completely melted. One particular comet that Halley saw was named after him because he calculated correctly that it would reappear every 75 years, and it does. Means one particular comet that was Halley comet, okay, the name of that comet is Halley, so was named after him, means he himself given the name Halley because he have seen that comet. Why? Because he calculated correctly, means we can reappear every 75 years. It can happens means we can see this comet again after 75 years. So this is very next to impossible, means it is extreme possible to see if you only see with the powerful telescope, okay, and After it, you can say this is a small part of ice. So, what is that actually comet? It is made of the dust, ice, or mixture of gases. Or we can say it's we can see the small pieces of rock going around the sun. So Edmund Halley is set up that the comet, and also said after 75, when it was seen after 75 years, again we can see it. Why? Because he already calculated about the comet. The last time Halley's comet came near the sun and the earth was in 1986. Before that, it was seen in 1910. Long before even your grandparents were born, both times people all over the world stood outside at night to see it. The next time it comes near the earth will be in the year 2061. How old will you be then? So here, the last time Halley's comets came near the sun and the earth was in 1986. And before it, when it came? Yes, in 1910. Means after 75 we can see this comet. So now you can calculate the years. Long before even your grandparents were born. Maybe your grandparents were there, or might be it doesn't have. So both times what happened, children? People all over the world, how they have seen? They stood outside and they have seen at night. In the next time it comes near the earth will be in the year 2061. So children, can you imagine in 2026? Yeah, it now we are in 2020. So how old will you be then? Can you count your or calculate your age, my dear friends? You can calculate the age after 2020. How many years it will come? Yes, after 70 years, 75 years. So you can count it easily. Okay, now Seha laughed at the thought and said, that will allow me so much more time to learn about stars. I think I want to be an astronomer and discover new things. Now, yes, what he want to do? Yes, he wants to become an astronomer. Yes, so now she'll learn more interesting, very interesting about the stars. So she made her mind that she will become an astronomer, and she wants to become an astronomer and discover the new things. Excellent, say her. In fact, in late 2011, means before 9 years, scientists discover another solar system with 2 suns and as many planets as our system. How many planets in our system? There are 8 planets in our solar system. Okay, they have also discovered that Mars has 100 times more water than was thought earlier. What they said? They have discovered 2 suns and many planets in our system, and also they have discovered the Mars that has 100 times more water than was thought earlier. Means we didn't we didn't think about this 100 times, more than 100 times it will be there, means water. The universe is infinite. Infinite means unending. The universe never stop. Okay, it is unending. There is a lot more waiting to be discovered. So here, father said, very excellent, very nice, you have done. So in this, Seher wants to become an astronomer, as you have learnt in the lesson itself, and maybe you make the next discovery, her father said. Okay, it is already written, maybe you will make the next big discovery. So this who said? Her father said to her, Seher. Yes, Seher. So this was the chapter, children, in which Seher explained and her father also explained many new things to each other. Okay, sometimes he expressed his ideas, okay, and most of the time her father explained nicely to her. So after seeing and after getting what was the aim of that girl, he wants to become an astronomer. And discovery, you know what it is. Discovery means the act of find something. So read the chapter again and write down the difficult words in your rough notebook. Later on, I will give you the word meanings with the sentences. And always listen carefully. Watch the video carefully. Okay. So this is my request. You two all please go through the lesson and read at least 2 times. Okay. In the next class, I will ask some question from this lesson. Okay, children. I hope you would be enjoy this chapter. Bye bye. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Thank you.